Once upon a time, in a bustling town, there were two cats, Whiskers and Mr. Fluffington. Whiskers was a scrappy, street-smart cat who had learned to survive on the tough streets. He didn't have a home, but he had a knack for finding scraps of food and cozy spots to sleep. His fur was a bit matted, and his eyes always had a sharp, alert look, as if he was constantly on the lookout for trouble or opportunity. He didn't mind the rough life. In fact, he took pride in being independent and resourceful. Whiskers lived by the motto, "You make your luck, or you don't have any." On the other side of the town, there was Mr. Fluffington. He was a pampered, purebred Persian cat who lived in a grand mansion with his human family. He had a golden collar with a diamond tag, a plush bed by the fireplace, and the finest food delivered to him on a silver platter every day. His fur was soft as silk, and he had the air of royalty. Mr. Fluffington's life was about luxury, but he had grown soft and lazy, unaware of the challenges that the world outside his mansion door posed. One cold winter evening, Whiskers was rummaging through a trash can behind a restaurant, his stomach growling with hunger, when he saw a little girl carrying a basket of warm bread. His stomach growled louder, but he knew better than to approach people. He was too proud for that. But just as he was about to give up, a snowstorm began, and the winds grew harsher. The cold bit into his fur, and he sought shelter in an alley. Meanwhile, inside the mansion, Mr. Fluffington sat by the fire, enjoying a nap in his cozy bed. But he was growing bored of his cushy life. He longed for a taste of adventure, something beyond the polished floors and soft cushions. One day, after hearing his human family talk about a poor stray cat in the neighborhood, he decided it was time to see what the streets were really like. He ventured outside, fluffy tail high, expecting to find nothing but hardship. The two cats crossed paths in the alley, both drawn by the same stormy winds and the instinct to seek shelter. Whiskers, cold and tired, eyed Mr. Fluffington, who looked more lost than regal in the rough surroundings. Well, if it isn't the pampered prince himself," Whiskers said, his voice dripping with sarcasm. Mr. Fluffington puffed out his chest. "I might be pampered, but I've come here for adventure, unlike you, poor thing," he said haughtily, though he shivered a bit from the cold. "Adventure? Huh? Looks like you're in for more than you bargained for," Whiskers chuckled, turning to find a dry spot to sit. "This street isn't kind to those who aren't prepared." Mr. Fluffington tried to ignore the biting winds, but the cold was beginning to sting. His luxurious coat wasn't enough to keep the chill at bay. As the storm intensified, he realized he was losing his bearings, and his confidence wavered. Can we share your spot?" Mr. Fluffington asked reluctantly. Whiskers glanced at the Persian cat.